What's up, Hollywire? This is Noah Mills. Thanks for watching.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Hollywire. We're here in the studio with Noah Mills,
Hi.
Star of NBC's new show, right? The Enemy Within?
Yeah.
We're gonna play Hollywords with Noah.
Spin it. Oh, that was a weak spin.
That was not good.
EDC or Coachella? I mean, I got no experience with EDC, so unfortunately I have some experience with Coachella, but yeah, we all do. Right.
So would you go to EDC or would you continue going to Coachella?
I would continue going to Coachella. EDC, just for whatever reason, I don't even know anything really about it, but it just sounds intimidating.
Yeah, it's really intense.
It just sounds like
hearing
EDC. Yeah, I don't want it. Weird food combination. No, I'm not one of those like, oh, I need to have mustard on my carrots or something like that. No, I don't really. But all right, again?
Heels or sneakers? I mean,
what are we talking about here? We're talking about sneakers. I love sneakers. But yeah, no, I mean.
Heels or sneakers are heels.
Oh, thank you. That's where that was. I was like, I never wore heels. I like sneakers. Yeah, sneakers on girls. No offense to girls wearing heels, but I also just don't know anything about a heel. You know, like some girls are like, that's a nice heel. I'm like, I don't know.
You're like, it's a shoe.
I
have 15
looks
pairs
like
of sneakers
prom
there.
or something, you know. But I'm sure there's some really nice heels out there. Dine-in or delivery? Delivery is not good in LA, so I dine out. I live in Venice and there's restaurants close proximity, so.
Yeah.
And I'm not like, anything in the kitchen really, so I dine
Anything
out.
in the kitchen.
Yeah. A bowl of cereal, perhaps some eggs.
So before acting, you started your career with modeling, and
Yeah.
you worked with Dolce Gabanna for like over a decade.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, about a decade. Yeah.
Did you always have an interest in acting, or was it something that came about like through modeling? You were just like, I'm creative.
I think it was through. I didn't really have much direction. Period. Honestly, I think when I moved to New York and started in the industry, I had a manager at the time who was like, I think you should go into theater classes. And when I went into theater classes, I was immediately like drawn to it. I loved performing, and I felt creative and safe and powerful, and those things that you would say were the. It's really, really cool and humbling to be part of like a NBC show like that now. That's cool.
Yeah. What's the show about? Like, what's your role in it?
I play Jason Bragg. He's like a younger FBI agent, ex-Ranger, military guy who comes onto the team. But the premise of the show is really about Will Keaton, who's my boss, and there's a terrorist cell, and he is kind of forced by like higher ups in the FBI and the CIA to work with this lady Erica Shepard, who was an old CIA operative who was imprisoned for espionage. So we sort of bring her out of jail to help us, because she's sort of an expert on this anti-terrorism and specifically an expert on this one guy, Tal, that we're tracking. It's a really cool show.
Good.
Yeah.
I want to watch it now. I feel like I have to figure out like, what
that wasn't
happens
just
next.
like weird geopolitical mumble.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it.
Good.
And then, it wasn't even your first show. You did The Brave.
I did The Brave. That was my first series regular. That was like a huge. Honestly, I was pretty much like, I can't book anything, and like many actors out here, fortunately, I did work as a model and had that to lean back on, but it was just really like, that's such a huge glass ceiling when you're here auditioning. And when I booked that, I was like screaming on the street. I literally was like, oh my God.
You did an interview a few years ago where you were asked if you could meet your 15-year-old self, what would you say to him? And then your response was that you loved the question and you think that everyone should be asked that every few months and every so often.
Yeah.
So now that some time has passed, what would you tell your 15-year-old self?
No, that is a great question. Not to get all deep and philosophical, but it's kind of like a painful question too. You know what I mean? Because I was wayward for sure, and like just didn't know what I wanted to do. But my 15-year-old self, I would have just said, have more confidence And if you can manage to get away from like the societal pressures of what's cool to find maybe what you like, just do that 100%. You'll find your community and your tribe through, you know, having a passion, because it's, you know, if you can find that young, it supplies so much other, you know, structure around you.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for tuning in, Hollywire. Make sure to stay tuned for the next video.